day, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Um, I'm your literate host, Mike. I'm welcome. And as always, Dustin's here. Dustin, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. It's going good. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It is Monday.
Yeah.
How's your Monday treat you so far?
It's all right, I thought I had my stuff together, but apparently not. So I'm not sure if people are actually watching right now or not. So, is it working on your end or no? But anyway, we'll find out, I guess.
I hear me now.
It says we're live, so I'm just gonna hope we are live. I think there's a little delay.
There's some background noise that I hear.
Yes, 1 second.
Is that coming from yours?
We're amateurs here at the Banter, No, we changed some things around. And I guess we were not as prepared as we thought we were gonna be. But he hears something, I guess. But anyway, yeah, welcome to the show. I hope you had a great weekend. We've been just hanging out. A lot of random stuff going on this weekend that we're gonna talk about. But before we get into that, Dustin, how was your weekend?
Noise gate needed. I don't know who.
Can you hear me?
Though. I do hear you.
How was your weekend?
Sorry, we still just seem to have a noise issue. Is why I was ignoring you for the chatter. I had a good weekend.
A noise issue. Is that what they're saying? I think we're.
Yeah, noise gate. I could listen again and see, but are you able to hear it?
I hear nothing. I don't hear a single thing on my end.
Oh, maybe it's good now. I don't know.
Anybody in chat? Noise get needed. Can you see? Noise get that needed.
Alright, it's apparently good now. Whatever we had broken, we're good to go.
Alright, you want to try that again?
How was my weekend? It was.
Okay, wait, let's go. Wait, stop. Welcome to Borderline Banter. I hope you had a great weekend there. Happy Monday and all that. I'm your banterful host, Mike, and yeah, welcome to the show. As always, Dustin's here. Dustin, how are you?
I'm doing really good. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It is, of course, Monday, so start of the week here. Do anything exciting over the weekend, Mike?
No. I hurt my hand, but other than that...
You had to have done something. What did you do?
Doesn't matter, but it's hurt.
Wait, how did you hurt your hand?
It doesn't really matter, but...
You can't just say, oh, I hurt my hand and I couldn't do anything.
Well, the truth is...
I
lifted something really heavy. I went to the bathroom, and as soon as I went to take a pee, the weight was unbearable. It just hurt my wrist.
Wait, what? You peed and that hurt your wrist?
Well, the weight of my... never mind, so...
That's in the first 5 minutes, Michael.
I'm just saying you asked what happened, I'm allowed to talk about it. So
that's not a typical problem.
Yeah.
Each their own.
No, I just heard it. I strained it, working, doing something. Hopefully it get better. It's just a wrap. But yeah, hope you had a good weekend too. You want to get started, or do you have anything interesting to say?
Not really. I mean, I just did some of the usual stuff. We bicycled a little bit this weekend.
Oh, nice. So
we played some games. Other than that, looks like we're going to talk about Streamer of the Year. I don't even know that was going on. Were we invited? What happened?
I was kind of disappointed because we should have been invited, but I don't understand why.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about apparently Samantha Rivers, Streamer of the Year.
For sure. That's
a famous person right there.
Let's see what this says.
We'll have to talk about. Is that our first story today?
I think it is our first story.
From Sportskita.
Yeah, I don't just...
Sportskita.
It's just probably
go on.
I
don't know that. Samantha Rivers wins Streamer of the Year award at the Esports Awards 2024. Okay, I think that's maybe why we're not invited. We don't play sports, so that makes sense.
Esports, but I guess we don't. We're just podcasters. Yeah, maybe that's why.
Podcasters and talk show people aren't doing a sport. It's fine. I get it.
All right. Well, let's see who this person is. Samantha Rivers. Have you heard of her?
No, never.
I haven't either. And that kind of looks like almost an award for like selling a house or something. Yeah. Not for, yeah.
Yeah, this is Samantha. Okay, yeah. This forms the second time Samantha has received the Streamer of the Year award. 2-time winner? We didn't hear about that.
Dude, yeah, that's great. That's
that's all right. Twitch streamer Samantha Rivers has won the esteemed Streamer of the Year award at this year's Esports Award. She went up against other massive contenders for this year's award, including popular streamers like Nicholas Jinxie, Kai Cenat, I know that one. I buy Cody Clicks. Oh, I know him as Clicks.
I don't know
He's
that
the
one.
Fortnite guy. He plays Fortnite and he plays the big tournaments and stuff. He's well known for that game. Darren Show Speed. Don't know him. Case O. Don't know him. Felix XQC. I don't have. You've heard of XQC,
XQC,
right?
yeah, I know that one.
He's got the blonde hair and he's like,
yeah.
he talks a million miles an hour and it's usually gibberish.
Well, I understand it because I'm Canadian.
He's a Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah. But I'm banned from his chat on Kick. So.
What did you say?
I was like, hey, does anybody want to follow me? I said, does anybody want to follow me?
Oh, okay.
And they're like, you're banned for life because XQC's a little. Is it past 5 minutes? Yes. He's a little bitch and can't handle stuff like that, I guess.
You know, we could do a clickbait where we say XQC's a little bitch.
Go for it.
And like, yeah, I think people will tune in. You just have to say that again on that episode.
XQC's a little bitch. That's our new headline.
That's a pretty good take. That's spicy.
Yeah.
You know, and if he sees it and somebody gets a clip of this to him, that'd be dope.
Okay, clip away.
Anyways, keep going this list here. Mark Cadrell, never heard. Stop begging for followers, Jay says. Yeah.
I did not beg when I say you should, or whatever. But they follow like whatever. That's not begging. Why do you hear at that everything? Even when you leave Walmart, it's like follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. Everyone always asks you to follow or subscribe somewhere.
I don't know how to determine if it's begging or not. I don't know how to determine. But Victor Karinga and Alexander Galls. I don't know any of those.
I know a few of them. Actually, I know XQC. That's it.
But Kai Cenat and XQC have huge.
I've probably seen Kai. So.
Yeah, I don't even know what freaking platform he's on.
And we're gonna have to ban this person from chat here.
Yeah,
just 1 second.
Oh, you can't ban a chatter for having an opinion.
Okay.
Or of course they can disagree.
Yeah. All right. Continue on.
It's important to note that the winners for this category, along with the Esports Content Creator of the Year and Esports Personality of the Year, were decided entirely based on the community vote. Meanwhile, some other categories were strongly influenced by the panelists, who consisted of 75% of the final vote, while the public voting only accounted for 25%.
Yeah, that seems kind of weird.
So yeah, I mean, it's partial democracy for some. Yeah, and also Jay says First Amendment, but also Jay's, we're not the government. We can, you know.
Yeah.
We're not the government. And it's Canada, so it's like
we're allowed to, yeah.
They don't even have a constitution.
Well.
I'm not going to expand this tweet.
Okay.
No, we're the streamer. It's Samantha Rivers bags the Streamer of the Award at the Esports 2024.
Cool. Well, good on her, I guess. Like I said, I don't know who she is. But
yeah, we'll go ahead and shamelessly show for her here, right?
All right. Let's see.
Twitch streamer Samantha Rivers, popularly referred to as Rivers_GG, and that's actually how you can find her on Twitch. I've never heard of her, but I guess she has 6.3 million people.
Yeah, we saw that.
That is true. I looked at it today. I pulled it up. I pulled up the channel and look. It's true.
Her content is watched over 630,000 hours on a monthly basis. That's pretty good.
That's pretty crazy.
So
that is an interesting metric to say. Yeah. That is consumption of content.
I was gonna say 600.
We can see that.
If I'm sure we can, but
what's ours?
Actually, YouTube tells us actually I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to put it on blast, but I mean, when we're in private, you don't.
Yeah.
Put
Okay.
that on, you know.
All right.
Unless it's like this, if it's impressive as hell, you put it on blast. You know.
One.
So anyways,
one viewer.
Rivers.
No.
Well,
I'm joking. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Well, it
Let's
wouldn't be
go
one
on.
viewer. It'd be number of hours per month, and we
Yeah.
go live like 12 times a month ish, 12 to 15, I guess.
Times 1.5 roughly. Yeah.
Even
So
if we had one viewer, that would still be 12 hours a month.
yeah.
So, anyways, Rivers broadcast often consists of her simply talking. Wait, that's all we do.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Interacting with our audience. Wait a minute. Why weren't we invited and considered
Yeah.
for this?
Because we're not as cute as she is,
The 26-year-old. Oh, there it is. We're too old.
and she's
Posts
cuter
IRL
than us.
content, often taking her audience along as she predicts intriguing activities in her daily life. She's in gamers as well, playing a variety of titles, including Minecraft, Overcooked 2, GTA 5, and Fall Guys.
Overcooked too?
Yeah, I've played Overcooked 2. That's the... You played that one, right?
I don't think so.
Where you yelled at each other to, like, throw me the lettuce. I need bread.
Oh,
Slice
that's
cheese.
oh really? I've never like.
Isn't that about?
Is that a team game? Is that an online game?
Yeah.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Let's play
I
it.
thought so. I thought we'd already played something.
I don't think we played that. No, we would have to do that because that's one thing we like doing.
Yeah, and it is crazy because like you won't be doing the right thing. You know,
Yeah.
like you're just making way.
Hey,
too many
I worked
burgers.
in
You
I worked
don't
in a
need that many
kitchen.
burgers.
I worked
There's
in.
only two
Oh, we did that in
orders.
Grand
Why
Theft
do you have
Auto.
burgers?
We did that in Grand Theft Auto on a server.
Sure.
So.
I did pull up her stream and I looked around at a few past broadcasts and I can confirm the IRL content. I saw her making a pinata.
Ah.
Yeah. So legit, this person exists and this isn't made up. Even though you haven't heard of her, I haven't heard of her, and from the pre-banter before the show started, the people in chat hadn't heard of her.
Yeah.
And this person won Streamer of the Year over the likes of people that I'm sure a lot of people would say, I know Kai Cenat or I know XQC. Also, there's a few names missing, I would think. If that's the kind of qualifications, why don't you see, like, what's his name?
Destiny. Ada Ross.
I was actually just giving you the open floor to say any guy name. Because there's a lot of names.
Yeah.
Recognizable names. And instead of, what was it? Gowry or whatever? Galls? What is this? What's Galls? I'm probably offending the shit out of Galls, so this is my spicy take, but nobody even knows who you are. Galls. Imagine these clips actually make it back to these people.
Yeah. Well, hey.
And we get caught up in some crazy YouTube drama.
All the power to it. That's fine by me. But okay. Well, why not? We can quickly go over all the other winners of all the other categories in the next article.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to read all the people in it. Let's just read the winners, or you can.
This is just
because I'm gonna try to do something here.
And I think it gives us the winner first, and then shows us everybody who's up for it. So the first one's Game of the Year went to VALORANT, which how much of that do you watch?
I don't know that one at all.
I can't say I watch any of that. No, this is a game.
I don't know the game. I don't know it at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, it's like I think it's like the League of Legends kind of game, maybe. Oh no, it's a first-person shooter. It says. This year, the game received Esports Game of the Year award and a phenomenal year, including winning VALORANT Championship Tour season and a VALORANT console release. Oh, it's on console now. Okay, cool. This is one where actually the nominees are interesting. Counter-Strike 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, Dota 2, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six Siege. Hey, Rocket League, PUBG Mobile. So, Fortnite wasn't up. All these other ones are up for contention, but Fortnite wasn't? Even though tons of people are still streaming Fortnite and it has live tournaments and shit?
Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry.
Like, PUBG made it.
I see.
Dead, isn't it?
I never even knew PUBG was around still. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was dead, but then like Fortnite's not on the list, but Rocket League is, which is dope because Rocket League tournaments are really good. Like, as far as the esports scene.
You know me and Rocket League. That's a game I don't.
Oh, Jay's mentioned some other people that I probably could have easily mentioned too. Hasanabi, but also Amaranth, Cutie Cinderella, the Botez twins. I don't know Maya. But yeah, these this lack of Fortnite is kind of weird. And also, like I expected, maybe I expected something else. I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto 5. Does that not count?
She was there. Yeah, I guess. Well, that's been around forever too, but I guess it's still being played.
Counter-Strike 2 and PUBG are on this list, and Rocket League. I mean, yeah. Anyways, Esports Mobile Game of the Year went to Mobile Legends Bang Bang, which was on that list too. We don't really care about mobile stuff though, do we?
Apparently it's still pretty big, but no, I never cared about.
Didn't you play Clash Royale?
No.
Or maybe Jace tried that
I
one. Pokemon Unite, isn't that the one we played, Jace? League of Legends with Pokemon skins?
no, wasn't that no? Okay. Anyway, okay, what else is?
Call of Duty Mobile? Anyways, Content Creator of the Year went to S8UL Esports. Have you heard of them?
No.
They're an Indian esports content organization. I can't say I've ever heard of them. I have heard of G2 Esports and Carmine Corp, and that's it on this list. But those are Rocket League teams, so I definitely know those two. Esports Personality of the Year went to Scum. I don't recognize that name as one of the Rocket League casters, and I don't watch much besides that and some Fortnite. This guy does Call of Duty. He's the telecaster or whatever, the commentator. Oh, Disguised Toast was up for this one. I know that guy. He used to play Hearthstone.
Okay. Sorry, I
don't
just
know any
said
of the rest of those. Esports Breakthrough Player of the Year, Stanislav Podorak. Don't know that guy either. What does he play? He plays Dota 2, which makes sense. I don't watch any of that. Do you watch Dota 2?
No, like I said, I don't watch that many. There's a. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once
to be
here.
honest, I don't think we missed out on much because watching this live would have been awkward because they go through this whole list and I'm like, I know Daniel because he plays Rocket League.
I don't. Again, I might know. Like I might know them as people, but I don't really. I don't know them, right? So.
And he is really good at the game, but like I don't watch his stream even. I don't even know how his streams go. I've only watched him at a tournament perspective. So.
Okay.
Content of the Year, Gods featuring New Jeans.
League of Legends character. New
Jeans is in a league of their own as a K-pop group. Oh, they make music, Korean pop, I guess, and they collaborated with League of Legends. All right, that's probably cool for somebody.
Yeah, League of Legends.
G2 partnered with MasterCard. That almost won. What the fuck is this category? That's weird. Poster of the Year went to Riot Games.
That's not Epic. I was gonna say Riot Games is League of Legends. I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah, they're saying that's Valorant, League of Legends, and Teamfight Tactics, which I don't think many people play TFT anymore. That was for a bit.
Yeah, I don't know what TFT is, but I used to play League of Legends
Valorant
back
and League
in the
of
day.
Legends are still two big categories, and Valorant took the Game of the Year, so this kind of makes sense. There's probably pisses off some people who wanted
Epic Games to win. Yeah, yeah.
Really, EA? You're just gonna be up in this list?
I guess they still got their football games and their hockey. I don't know what else, but
I haven't heard of Moonton.
Neither have I.
There's no one on the list I don't really know.
But yeah, that's why. Yeah, but like it wasn't the people who picked it. Was it was a
well, it depends
panel.
on the category. It said, and some of them were entirely people, and then some were panel decided 3/4 of it. So, but it didn't. We only got two examples of which ones the panel were involved. It could be all of them, for all we know. Team Liquid won Team of the Year, not Borderline Banter. I feel like this is maybe the category we should have been up for.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's well.
Look at these other teams. Like this could be in this list. Riot Games, Blast. Wait, Riot Games.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
themselves into this list too. How'd you do that, right? The Partner of the Year, Red Bull. I would have thought it would have been Factor.
Factor? I don't know that.
No, not Monster. Do you really see streamers talking about Monster?
I don't watch enough streamers to know. You know, like, and I'm not paying attention to what they're drinking.
Factor didn't make
Advertisement doesn't work on me like that. Like, if I see someone drinking something, I'm like, meh, I don't care. You know?
You sure you're not thirsty for a Monster?
I'm pretty sure I'm not thirsty for poison, but yes.
There's no poison in this.
Yeah.
Poison in another castle. Analyst of the Year, Pimp.
That could have been us.
This guy is a pimp.
I don't know who that guy is either. But yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else? I guess there's a few more.
Platform of the Year, Liquipedia. Some of these are so weird. Esports Community Leader of the Year. There's so many awards. Lifetime Achievement.
Award.
Jins Hilgers. Is this Doug Forsett?
Yeah. All right.
Breakthrough in the esports industry since 1997. So this dude's been doing it for 27 years. That's why he gets the Lifetime Achievement. He's the co-founder of
Breakthrough Game of the Year. Pal World. No. Team Fight Tastics. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess this is what it looks like. It's got a penguin with a sword, and you're telling me you don't want to try this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Me too. It's an auto battler, if you have ever seen any of those. There was auto chess for a while.
Okay.
Although in other situations, like there was that farm animal one that was really cool, where you could combine the animal to make it like do more stuff or whatever, with the swans and the porcupines and stuff.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember that one?
No.
It was a good game. I think I made you play it. All right, that is finally the end.
All right.
That's the end of those awards. Any commentary on it? What are your thoughts on all these awards?
Not much, honestly. I just saw Game of the Year, and I was like, "Who is Streamer of the Year?" And I'm like, "Well, that's pretty bizarre."
Yeah, and then we saw an entire list of that same exact thought, basically, because every award was that.
From CTV News, Trump-Harris argue over mute microphones at September debate.
We already argued about that. They're stealing our argument. Because you remember last time you were like, will they mute the microphones or not? And I'm like, well, they will up until the last 5 minutes again.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. That's what this says.
They will till they don't. I think I said something like that. They will till they don't. Anyway, so apparently they're arguing. I assume that it's over X or some other social accounts.
Or just campaign. Right? Oh, yeah. The campaigns of U.S. Vice President Harris and former President Trump are arguing in advance of the high-stakes September 10th debate over whether microphones should be muted, except for the candidates whose turn it is to speak. I personally don't think they should have it muted. If you can't have a debate without being interrupted and get through it, you probably aren't good enough to talk to other world leaders, my opinion. Well, it is common for campaigns to quibble beforehand over debate mechanics. Both Harris and Trump are under pressure to deliver a strong performance next month in Philadelphia. The first debate during the campaign led to President Joe Biden's departure from the race. Did it?
I think it definitely did.
What did? What did? But then why didn't you do the next day? He waited a few weeks, so.
Well, because we had to wait for
Trump to almost get killed. Yeah, I guess so.
We had to wait for it to almost be Joe's choice, and then the donor said, no, actually, it's our choice. Which is how the DNC works. The money controls it, and the big money donors are who pulled out of Biden to force him out. Nothing to do with Trump and the assassination. That's something totally separate, because that was like a crazy right-winger shooting the right-wing candidate.
I still don't. That's still not 100% true. Just because he's. But anyway, we can talk about that later. Trump on Sunday night raised the possibility that he might not show up for ABC, posting on Truth Social Network that he had watched the network's Sunday show with a so-called panel of Trump haters and posted. What? I don't get that means. Positive. Sorry, my bad. I don't get.
I don't know what it means.
Yep. Weird. Why would I do a debate against Kamala Harris on that network and urging followers to stay tuned? Well, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of silly. The current dispute centers of muting of microphones when the candidate isn't speaking. Both Biden and Trump accepted for their June debates hosted by CNN. Both sides accusing the other of gaming the system to protect their candidate. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what the big point is. Makes not much sense to me. They should just go back to regular debate. Or do this one, then agree to a second one and have no rules for that one or something. What do you think?
I like muting.
Yeah?
Because I watched them literally yelling back and forth once. That's not useful.
Kamala and Trump? Never. Not once.
Not those specific people. I've seen debates where people are just yelling over each other, and it's useless. Muting good.
Yeah, well.
You want my opinion?
Yeah, okay, cool. Good. Yeah, that's good. You're allowed your opinion, right? So I
don't know why we would want to have people talking over each other.
When you're talking to someone of a country you're at war with, they're not going to let you just sit back there and to get your point across. Like Kamala Harris says, "Excuse me, I'm talking." No major leader's going to say okay to that, you know. But you're right. They don't get much. Yeah, well, it's true though. Well,
give an example.
Well, wait till Kamala gets in, we can see. But
I mean, you're talking a country that she'll be at war with, that she's going to be in a negotiating room with. I mean,
you got to negotiate regardless. You said you have to have some negotiate. She still doesn't have a single policy, so like really, she doesn't even know what she's doing yet. But regardless,
like I don't foresee that scenario you just laid out.
You don't see it, but it could still but it's still, you should still be able to do a proper debate. And you're correct. You don't hear much when you know you're correct that you don't get much from them when they're talking over each other. But that's the part of debate, right? Like you got to get your point across.
That's the other thing I'm gonna say. I don't think makes sense. If you're in that situation, you're not debating with your enemy at the negotiating table.
Yes,
you either have the upper hand and you're making demands, or you don't and you're making concessions. It's not a debate.
Well, it's still a talk, and the talk goes a long way, right? Like
I don't think the ability to talk over somebody is that much of an ability.
Nah, okay.
And I don't think they're hearing you if they're talking.
Okay.
So I don't think that's a useful trait to have as a leader.
Yeah, I personally think it is.
So it shouldn't be part of the debate, because me as a listener, I can't hear it either.
Yeah, and that's okay, but again, anyway, so Biden's campaign team made microphone muting a condition. We knew about that, yeah, and
why did he do that?
Because
Was
it's
there
Joe
a
Biden.
potential reason?
Well, I don't know if they ever did tell us, right? They didn't allow media. They didn't allow guests. You know, like again, one of the weirdest debates ever in modern time. Because back in the day, they still had the audience. Back when it was on the radio and stuff. Where was I here? You want to go on?
I mean, my take on the audience is it's also a distraction. I don't know why we would need an audience. The whole point is that you can watch it via television now. We have technology. We don't need an audience. And the only thing an audience could add is boos and cheers that are equivalent to the interruption that the muting the microphone would be trying to do for me. I just want to hear what they actually have to say. The audience distracts from that. And not muting the opponent distracts from that.
Then Kamala Harris should go on TV and say it. But
I like no audience. That sounds dope.
Again, you're right. You probably get more done without the audience.
I think they'll have an audience, but
I don't think they will. They're going to be following this. They're following the same rules as Biden one, right? They're not going to budge. They're not going to change a single rule, probably, right?
Well, I don't know that anybody's agreed on anything yet.
Well,
we haven't gotten to that part of the article.
They said that you agreed to Joe Biden. We're not going to change it, right? Yeah.
Well,
what? Now, okay.
I haven't read this article, but do you see this next paragraph? I literally just started reading.
I didn't either. So
they don't want the mute. So hold on. Let's I guess hold. I mean, we're giving our takes. So you like unmuted mics. You like live mics. I like muted mics. You like audience, right?
It makes it a little bit better, but it doesn't. It doesn't change my opinion on it. It would have been a bigger deal.
That they did.
No, only a few media. Not all media, limited media.
I mean, as long as it gets recorded, it gets shared.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's a few other things that were kind of silly.
Nobody should get a monopoly on the footage, as long as there's no monopoly on the footage.
But that's just what CNN tried to do last time. Remember, like you can't share.
Fuck them.
And then we all did that, and every single person did it. Every single person. Yeah, we did. No, we did it. Every single person did it. It's like, come at us. You're not gonna get us all, right?
Yeah, no. It needs to be something that we all get to share. Period.
Okay, let's see what Harris campaign's saying now.
So, Biden's campaign made the muting. What else did they say here? Saying voters were shielded from hearing Trump's outbursts during the debate. That move likely would not have helped the incumbent Democrats' disastrous performance. No, this didn't really. Biden was going to shit the bed one way or the other.
It's just
so, anyways, the Harris campaign now wants microphones to be live all the time, according to Harris spokesperson Brian Fallon, who issued a statement needling Trump. Needling. Trump's handlers prefer the muted microphone because they don't think their candidate can act presidential for 90 minutes on his own. Fallon said, Harris is ready to deal with Trump's constant lies and interruptions in real time. Trump should stop hiding behind the mute button.
I want to hear from Trump's campaign.
Trump wants the mute
I want to hear from Trump's. I want to hear from
Wow.
Trump's campaign on this one.
Oh, we got that. Trump spokesman Jason Miller retorted that the Republican nominee had accepted the ABC debate under the exact same terms as the CNN debate. He alleged Harris representatives sought a seated debate with notes and opening statements.
I don't know, because I think...
Hold on. If we're talking about that, the CNN debate was muted microphones. So that's not much of a retort to the content that they're talking about this, and your retort is, no, we wanted muted microphones. No, that's what they're saying, is you wanted muted microphones. Yeah, that's the...
I'm still confused because I'm pretty sure just a few weeks ago when we were talking about this, is Trump was saying they're like, we want the same rules as Biden won, including muted mics and all that. But we were talking about this last time, and Harris was like, nope, you got to follow it. Don't back out of the debate. So Trump agreed to that. So I'm just confused how this is kind of back talk in the last story we talked about. Because
Trump is staying in the same position. He wants the terms of the CNN debate.
Yes, because he agreed to that finally. Even at first he tried to change it. They're like, no, we're not going to change it. So Trump was like, fine, I'll do it on September 10th on ABC. Even though he wanted to change it, remember, and have 3 debates. So I'm just confused.
I thought we were gonna have.
Nope, she only agreed to 1. So.
Well, maybe she'll agree to a second one soon. Because it looks like we're kind of doing it as we go. As you can tell.
I don't see why Trump would want muted mics.
We're squabbling over muted mics apparently.
Maybe his campaign wants muted mics, but we all know Trump doesn't want to mute a mic. So.
Well, that would be the same terms as CNN. Debate.
But
was muted mics.
Well, see, I don't know. You're right, but I don't know. It's all high school, friggin', not even high school, middle school courtyard friggin' drama. So.
I mean, but now there's Harris is also apparently wanting a seated debate. So instead of having them stand, she wants to be able to sit. That's literally what seated means?
I think so, because they wanted to do that with Joe. Because you know what? That's what they wanted to do with Joe, and Trump was like, I don't want to sit for this debate. That's ridiculous. Although, I saw a debate from JFK and someone, I forget who it was. They were both seated, and they'd only stand up while they were talking. So...
I'm okay with that. I literally see this is kind of like the checkout person at like a food store or Walmart.
Yeah.
They don't allow them to sit down on chairs. I would allow.
I personally don't like to sit.
And it's the same rule.
I get every day, all the time at work. There's a chair that some people will sit on, and you're usually at that computer for 30 seconds. People will pull up this chair and put it in the way for 30 seconds. I personally will stand for the 8 hours and sit and get up every few minutes. For me.
I'm not standing for 8 hours.
That's not that crazy.
I did that at music concerts and outside festivals.
It's not that crazy, man.
Like hell.
I do 20 to 25,000 steps a day, man. It's not that big of a deal.
This is not something to flex.
Why not? So.
You're not supposed to have to work that hard.
I walk.
You can't feel your feet.
I feel my feet. So no.
It's too much walking.
All right, Miller then took.
And then they also want notes. Is that like literally you can have pieces of paper out there?
But usually.
You just like pick them up and read off of them?
See, they have
Probably
notes.
Against notes. I feel like you should be able to retain it if you
see, they.
are convicted.
I've seen here they always have notes at some of the debates here. Like they'll have debate notes, so I don't know.
And then opening statements. I know they had closing statements, but did they? I guess they just didn't have opening ones. I'd be okay with having some opening ones.
It's a good idea. I think that's one thing they missed at that debate. It's an opening statement. Yeah. But again, I'm going to pull this, but I think it's because they knew that Joe Biden might be screwing up, so let him screw up the end of it with a closing statement, not an opening statement. Because Trump would just use that.
They did a coin toss, so they knew who was ending and all that. So
yeah.
Are we gonna do a coin toss on this one?
I
guess.
yeah, I kind of
Remember
hope
that
so.
episode,
Yeah.
Coin toss
So,
for American politics.
and I hope they get one side with Trump's head and one side with Harris' head, and yeah, boom.
Miller then took a shot at Harris, not sitting for an interview or holding a news conference since Biden ended his re-election and like a monster. Endorsed her, arguing her campaign now wants, quote, to give her a cheat sheet for the debate. Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, right. That's okay, like, yeah.
That's a pretty good.
So, you'll be like this. You'll be like, well, Trump, excuse me, Trump. I'm speaking here, Trump. It says right here, right? So,
although that does remind me of all the times Trump pulled up any papers or any diagrams or charts. It was all nonsense.
He does,
nonsense would ensue.
I know, but that him doing that when he pulled his printed tweets out,
his notes would be hilarious.
When he printed his tweets out at the CNN debate there, the town hall he did, when he pulled out his tweets on a piece of paper. That was the best ever. Like, you hate the guy, but she was like, nope. He's like, I got him right here. So.
Now, the Harris campaign denied Miller's claim that she wanted notes or to be seated during the debate.
Okay.
So that is just what they're saying.
He said, she said, yeah.
And she's saying, no, we don't want notes or to be seated. I was saying cool with chairs, and I wasn't cool with notes. So,
okay.
You know, it's hard to figure out who wants what right now. Can they both just put a list of what they want so I can, like, figure out, because like, okay, it seems neither of them want notes. Okay, we're good on that. Neither of them want notes, because they were saying like, oh, you just want notes, and she's like, no, I don't want notes, so no notes, right?
So I'd rather, okay, so Trump was said Monday during a stop in Washington area when asked if he wanted microphones muted. I didn't like it last time, but it worked out fine. He added, in terms of the policy during his debate with Biden, well, he's right, it did work out fine for him.
Yeah, but it was also against Biden, one of the,
Yeah.
It's kind of like an opponent that was ready to get knocked out.
Yeah, he wasn't going to... Biden wasn't going to be able to interrupt Trump. It was for Trump not interrupting Biden. We agree to the same rules, same specifications. Oh my God. Trump noted of the September 10th debate with Harris. And I think that's probably what it should be, he said. Asked how he's preparing
I guess that's
for
kind
the
of putting
debate.
Zero thought into it.
Trump
okay.
responded, "I'm not." As he was asked how he was preparing for the debate, Trump responded, "I'm not. I think my whole life I've been preparing for a debate." Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Honestly, there's not a point. When do you stop trying to when do you stop? You know, like yeah, they both went to Camp David. I'm pretty sure, but Biden and Trump before. But still, it's like, come on, I don't know, but.
Well, with the way Trump answers questions, it doesn't matter. He was answering the previous question, like every time he would wait so that he could respond. Instead of answering a question, he would just respond to the previous answer that the opponent had given.
They got cut off for,
It was lunacy. No, he never answered the question we were on. It was always a response to the previous one, and then so he was always like, "Okay, going back to that one, I gotta respond to the one I'm on, but also go back to the previous one." It was like, this is not how it should work. God damn it, stay on the question we're on, type shit. This time, can we make that a rule? Oh, apparently not. Trump said same rules, even though it was nonsense and it was very unentertaining.
Same rules.
Do it again. Same rules.
Okay.
Kamala wants to change the rules now. Yeah.
That's what Kamala said a month ago. She was like, "Oh, you have to keep the same fine." So, they're both being childish. They're both being very petty, I think. So, both campaigns.
And he's not preparing for the debate. He thinks he's been preparing his whole life. Okay, he should probably actually prepare because his shtick is getting old and tiring, and it's literally repetitive. So
microphones have been unmuted for both candidates for most of last year's presidential debates history.
We're actually up here.
My bad. Oh,
up here.
Is that anything interesting?
I don't know. Complicating the negotiations this year is the debates are being orchestrated on an ad hoc basis by host networks as opposed to the bipartisan Commission on Presidential Debates, through which debate rules were negotiated privately.
Okay.
What? I'm confused.
Microphones have been.
We're not doing it the normal way. We're already not normal.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying.
But yeah, so they have been open.
Ad hoc.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not
So
okay.
Microphones.
Announced that October 20 debate would have the microphones muted when candidates were not recognized to speak after the first Biden-Trump contest descended into a shouting match. I didn't know that. The second 2020 debate with the microphones muting rule was widely celebrated for being more. I did not know that. Did you?
Yes, I watched them.
I watched it, but I don't remember it being muted.
I watched them.
I remember I watched it too, right?
I haven't seen Harrison Trump do it yet, but I know what it will look like because I've seen it.
Okay.
There was also a lot of it in the primary situation on both sides, actually.
Yeah.
I remember some of that where they had like 9 people up there for the primary on even the Republican side. They had a whole bunch of people yelling at each other, getting their little clips.
Jeb Bush, and all that.
Oh, this is the
That's it. Yeah. Well, I think it is.
These related images, though. Is this? Did they have to get one of her laughing? Doesn't that kind of feed into his new label for her?
Cackling Kamala.
Oh, is it cackling? I thought he landed on laughing Kamala.
Oh no, I don't know. I call her Cackling Kamala.
You should let Trump know because I think he's still going with laughing.
Wow.
And it's kind of
it's probably
the pictures. There's so many pictures of her doing it.
I said this to you the other day, but after Trump did a speech after Harris accepted the DNC, he's like, you know what? You're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to say Kamala Harris looked bad last night. Because if I said Kamala Harris looked bad, people would get mad at me. So I'm not gonna say Kamala Harris looked bad last night.
You're saying what you're still doing.
But no, he didn't. He's saying she didn't. He's not allowed to say it.
You're not gonna say something.
But he didn't say she did. She's saying he's saying he's not allowed to say that. Yeah. No, well, to each her own.
Just try to but you know what's going on there.
Okay, let's.
Literally, it's like you'd have to have like a.
Let's move on to our next Trump story, and this will be a quick one, maybe.
I can't call you Hitler, Mike. But if I could, I would be. The only thing stopping me is I can't call you that.
From the Hill, Trump's campaign disputes Foo Fighters' claim song was used unauthorized. Well,
Oh wait, this is a different song thing. Doesn't he just have a different? He had Celine Dion before.
Yeah.
Now, Foo Fighters.
Yeah, but there's nothing Celine Dion could have done because and I didn't pre-read, but I saw this all day. Pretty sure there's nothing Foo Fighters can do.
That the claim was coming from the Foo Fighters.
I'm pretty sure it was, wasn't it? So.
I mean, I would assume. So Trump is saying, no, actually, you did authorize me. They're saying, no, we didn't, and he's saying, no, you did.
Well, his campaign, yeah.
Proof of that then, right?
Well, again, if you go to a venue and the venue has control, they have control of the music. So the venue authorized it, which Trump was at the venue. Therefore, I think it's BMI. They sell, right?
Except that the Trump campaign recorded shit and used it. Like it wasn't just that the venue had it and it was playing. Like it becomes your responsibility when you're making it part of what you're creating there.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
You don't just get to write it off because it's in the background. Isn't that what they always say, that you should play like DMCA music at left wing protests? Isn't that what they always try to say? That way they can't record stuff. Anyways, former President Trump's campaign is disputing the Foo Fighters' claim that the use of its song "My Hero" during a campaign rally was unauthorized. What a great song choice.
Yeah.
You know that one, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
There goes my hero.
Yeah, we listened to that right today. That's all we can do, though, before we get copyrighted or sued by the Foo Fighters.
Yep, that's legally all I could do, yeah. A spokesperson for the Foo Fighters said in a statement to The Hill late Sunday the band did not give permission to the Trump campaign to use the song at a Friday campaign rally in Arizona. The spokesperson said any royalties the band earns off the song would be donated to Vice President Harris's campaign. Foo Fighters were not asked permission, and if they were, they would not have granted it, the spokesperson said.
How?
The Trump campaign said it had permission to play the song. We have a license to play the song, Trump spokesperson Steve Chung said in an email to The Hill. Yeah, they're literally saying they have proof.
Yeah.
They do have. So they actually, They're not even trying to
So
keep what you're saying. They're saying we do have.
Okay,
that
so
back.
yeah, so the Foo Fighters got to go talk to the manager or whoever they say they have proof, right?
Yeah,
So,
they got somebody signing. Yeah, they got somebody just working the office doing this, and they get the checks, and they're really not.
because you can't blame Trump for that. That's on you can't. If they have it, they're allowed to use it.
If somebody in your office signed it, and you license it, you license it. Let's see. He also took to the social media platform X to dispute the claim. It's times like these. Facts matter. Don't be a pretender. At Foo Fighters, he wrote, referring to 2 other songs by the band. He should have put
"Don't be a pretenders" at the Pretenders. You know, like
well,
I don't know.
Don't be the pretender.
Don't be the pretender. Yeah, the Pretenders.
Don't be the pretender at Foo Fighters because you gotta at your.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta put your off in,
yeah, he wrote referring.
But I do like the reference, like times like these and pretender. I know those songs. But My Hero could be heard playing at Trump's rally in Glendale on Friday as the former president introduced former presidential candidate RFK
Jr.
who suspended. Does it really matter? Do we know RFK Sr.?
What? No, he died trying to become president.
Do we know him? I don't know
no, because the CIA made it pretty freaking clear they didn't want him to win.
The only RFK, this is the only RFK I know, so fuck the junior. Anyways.
And also he was removed. Secret Service was removed from him that night too. Harris took the Secret Service right away. So Biden did.
The night that he did
yeah.
That he said,
which I'm pretty sure he's still running. He didn't suspend his campaign. He suspended his campaign in red states and he's still running in blue states, he said.
What?
Or he don't he's not running in swing states. Yeah, I don't know. But he's still gonna stay on the ballot in blue states.
Well, this literally says suspended his campaign. So
they're wrong.
What the hell now?
They're wrong. So.
And also, that is shady as shit and election tampering.
No, it's not. He got removed. The Democrats removed. The Democrats removed his. Yeah, the Democrats went after him for putting his name in New York and took his name off the New York ballot. So he's like, okay, you don't want me on this ballot. I'm gonna take my name off the ballots.
One of the other candidates while actively running. That is. There's no way that's not against election laws. So. Like, seriously? You can't be endorsing one of the other candidates.
Is that a law? Is that 100%?
There's no way it's not a law in there.
A lot of weird shit.
Much of the election laws?
Dude, there's been a lot of weird shit going on this year for the 2024 presidential election.
This is open election engineering here. We're just like, nah, it's fine, actually.
So.
He's just going to run in states where, he can't fucking win, but also, he might be able to fuck it up for Kamala, and that's okay. He's not actually getting any votes from that side of the aisle. Is the hilarious part.
I think he is. No, I think you're wrong there. I think you are wrong there.
Look at his platform. How is that congruent with anything on the left?
Yeah, he's very mixed, but a lot of people don't. Mixed. A lot of people don't like Harris, so they were gonna go for RFK. So.
You say that, but it doesn't make any sense, and also you don't have anything backing that up other than you saying it.
I could say the same about you, and you can say they don't have the policies, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm not saying I have anything to back it up. I'm saying I have logic on my side.
And logic doesn't make
his platform is incongruent with anything that could be considered to the left. It's not.
He does have a lot of left things like that, but.
Like what?
Full-term abortion. Full-term abortion. He's in for that.
Full-term abortion.
Yeah. Up until moment of birth.
I don't think that's a left-wing position.
I'm pretty sure that's I don't know, not like...
Oh, no, wait, you're saying up until birth.
Yes.
I thought you were saying full-term, like it's already time.
No, well, no. Well...
Because that's just murder at that point. I don't think anyone's taking that.
Colorado, actually, has a very weird rule about that, but...
So what you're telling me, though, is that RFK is a guy who is trying to figure out how many months is okay for abortions. That's a conservative take.
Yeah, well, no, but him saying that, no, I'm not. He's pro-choice.
The left-wing take is abortion is legal.
And RFK's pro-choice.
It's up to medical professionals and the person having the baby.
Okay, and RFK's pro-choice.
That's the left-wing take.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like he wants to draw a line at a certain number of months, so no, he's not.
Well, there should be.
He wants to negotiate the number of months.
9 months is ludicrous,
that's
so...
a conservative take.
And yes, 9 months is ludicrous, but...
Abortion doesn't work for me. Do you have a different example of something?
Right this second? No, because I didn't know we were going to go down this road, but...
I mean, I'd be curious if he had anything that would be substantively left-wing, because his abortion take is a right-wing take. Wanting to legislate a number of months is a right-wing take. Do we have anything else? What topic are we even on here? Oh, Foo Fighters. Do we have anything else on Foo Fighters? I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out. They're just saying we're not asked permission, and Trump's saying, yeah, we did. So. I don't know how RFK came up in the article, but then after that, it's just like, the band said they didn't give permission. Foo Fighters were not asked permission, and again, even if they had been, they would not have granted it. So.
Well,
what if they had a manager do it and they didn't notice? Well, then they're screwed. And, yeah, you get to use that. I have a feeling Trump is bluffing.
Well, it's not Trump, it's his campaign, so. Trump's not sitting around touching that. They're not talking about that. He's not picking the songs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, that's good American tradition where an organization is held liable, which means no one is held liable.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's good shit. I fucking love it.
It's not just America, man. Don't worry.
They should sue Trump directly as well. He should be a named defendant in the suit. That's how I would do it.
Well, they can't sue him if there's that again.
You can name as many defendants as you want in suits. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
That lady who sued McDonald's also sued the person who handed her the coffee. And sued the manager of that location. And sued some other people. Like, she named like 5 people.
That's the American. That's American dream.
That's how Americans do shit.
Yeah.
And Trump should be fine with that. He's got lawyers. It's fine. Foo Fighters are also rich, so that's why I want to see the update. Because, rich people fighting, that's only a benefit to me. Can you imagine if in the gladiatorial pits they threw rich people in there? The merchant class and stuff? That'd be dope to watch.
So.
As a peasant who's poor and would have been thrown in otherwise. Anyways, we have an update here if you want.
Yeah, take it away.
It's bad news. I was hoping you'd take it away.
We talked about this already, but you can. I'll do the next one.
Well, we did, but did we say that it was February?
We talked about it. We did. We actually did. They're like they might be up there. So it said might, but now it gets its decision. But I guess from the AP.
That's why it's the update.
NASA decides to keep 2 astronauts in space until February. Next, return on troubled Boeing capsule. So yeah, Boeing. I know I saw something that Boeing tweeted to SpaceX a while ago. Say today, this is back in like 2017. Like, we're gonna make it to Mars before you do. Well, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I do not think so.
I really don't think so. This mission is really bad for them in any future space stuff. Like, dude, they left these people. These are the people, by the way, Butch and Sonny. Remember?
They're looking pretty happy.
They're up there. I can't believe they're smiling. I wouldn't be. That's insane. I wonder what date that was. That was like day 9 or day 10, maybe. So yeah, NASA decided Saturday it's too risky to bring 2 astronauts back to Earth in Boeing's troubled new capsule, and they'll have to wait until next year for a ride home with SpaceX. So yeah, officially they're not using Boeing shit. They're not fixing the thrusters and using it.
Well, they're gonna send it back to see if it lasts, and hopefully it does. But it's not worth trying to have people on it.
Yeah. What should have been a week-long test flight for the pair will now last more than 8 months. So it went from it wouldn't have even been 8 days to now it will be 8 months.
When that sucks if they have plans to get married or plans to go on vacation or something, you're like, well, shit, can't do it. Yeah. So,
they've been there since the beginning of June. We know the rest of the story here. The thrusters, it's just gonna go through the whole thing.
I don't know.
It's taken them 3 months to make this decision, and then this decision also means they have to wait till February. So there's 5 more months they have to be waiting for the SpaceX trip, which I'm assuming the SpaceX one is relatively nominal risk or whatever, normal ship for SpaceX.
They've been doing it forever. Yeah.
Well, not forever, but long enough that shit will work. They've been returning and reusing shit, so.
Okay.
I don't think there's probably much else in this article, so it is kind of a quick update. NASA on Saturday just said, nope, we're not using Boeing stuff. You're out. It was a blow to Boeing. Of course. Boeing did not participate in Saturday's news conference by NASA. Released a statement. Boeing continues to focus first and foremost on the safety of the crew and spacecraft. The company said it is preparing the spacecraft for a safe and successful return. Oh, so they still want their stupid spacecraft back. That stranded and nearly killed 2 people. They want it back. That's their only take on this.
Yeah, they want their money. It's like a lot of money up there, you know.
Greedy, pig, greedy. Anyways. Wilmer's wife Deanna said she and their daughters, along with family and friends, were praying for safe return on whatever spacecraft that may be. So they got little families at home.
Yeah, well, they're disappointed that they.
daughters.
Yeah, so go on.
No, just
Well, they're disappointed that he will be away longer. We'll know that it's Lord's plan via text message.
I don't know about that. I think it's SpaceX's plan.
Well, I don't know. Like again, like that's our opinion. But yes, she's like, well, clearly they're not meant to go back on the Boeing, right? So yeah. All right. Well.
How'd that pop up? But yeah, that's basically it. NASA made the call. So yeah, moving on to totally different news.
From CTV News again. Dinner at a jail. U.S. prison holds first ever 5-course meal open to public. Okay, so what's this mean?
I'm assuming they had the prisoners make the food.
Or do they? Or is there just too many? Is there just too many prisoners and they killed them and served them as food?
It could be, but cannibalism is not legal. But what is legal is slavery, as long as you're a prisoner.
Yes.
We abolished slavery except for people who are in prison.
Did Kamala Harris enjoy using prisoners?
That's the way we worded it.
Isn't it Kamala Harris who enjoyed using prisoners for free labor?
I don't know if free labor was really the
pennies on the dollar.
I know she was criticized for keeping people beyond their sentences, even when they had sentences for ridiculous things like possession of marijuana. She would try to extend their sentences as long as possible. Kind of like that stuff we read about, that 33 and 43 year bullshit of not kind of keeping people
and
in.
Probably that long.
She was one of those. She was involved in that kind of shit, but over in California.
Okay, well,
she's not a good person as far as that's concerned. Cop Mala is not a compliment. But yeah, so I'm thinking they use the prisoners to do the labor here. That's my guess.
Okay.
Because you can do that. You can use prisoners for free labor in America.
Or is it for training purposes? Like I remember Chef Gordon Ramsay went to a prison in the UK and started getting them to help him cook and stuff as a program to get the prisoners to learn how to cook and do.
So Gordon Ramsay used prison labor?
Well, for a reality show, yes. But he did.
Oh, he actually made content out of it.
He
too?
did
That's
train.
He
did train a whole bunch of people, and a whole bunch of prisoners learned how to cook and learned to skill, which is better than just sitting around.
Be able to use those skills.
Yeah, well, a lot of restaurants probably don't care if their cook is a thief or something, you know.
Almost everywhere in America checks your background, and if you have a felony, says no.
Yeah, well, not in Canada, but yeah.
Especially cooks, which would have access to knives and fire and chemicals. Dangerous stuff you give access to at a kitchen.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, America likes
to
screw over. If you've got a felony in America, you're kind of screwed. So I mean, it's nice of Gordon, and maybe in UK it works differently. Yeah, he's UK. Did he do it over there?
Ifan Villa 28 picks up drinks to serve to guests at a dinner event inside the
I'm gonna read this because
Graflund. Yeah, never mind. Go on.
In a place somewhere. It's a nice word. It's a nice way to word your prison when it doesn't even have prison in it.
It's
Grafton Reintegration Center.
Reintegration Center. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So low.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. Ohio, a state prison in Northeast Ohio said that for the first time in state's history, a 5-course meal has been served to members of the public with food prepared by incarcerated men from fruits and vegetables grown in the prison's garden. Almost 60 people dined in at the correctional institution where incarcerated men in the prison's Edwin's Leadership and Restaurant Institute hosted event in their Edwin's Garden. Okay, they got a weird name, a whole bunch of weird names.
They do, but they also said the exact same thing twice in a row.
Exactly.
It's like, incarcerated men.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. They're incarcerated men.
All right.
It's an organization dedicated to education in prisons. Hosted, I guess that's the Edmonds one. Hosted the dinner as part of its culinary course, offered in 652 prisons and jails around the country. The 6-month course provides training to incarcerated people, teaching them cooking techniques, safety and sanitation, knife skills, and other certifications needed to work in a fine dining establishment.
So yeah, well, it seems like they're trying to.
Figuratively, what is happening is that we're reframing what's possible in prison, said Chef Brandon Shrotsky. Krostisky. 6-month course, huh?
Okay, so what else?
It's a lot of prisons. Krostakowski, a James Beard Award semifinalist. I don't know what that award is. And finalist for Outstanding Restaurateur, formed a partnership with the staff at Grafton Correctional Institution in 2012 and designed a class to teach incarcerated men about culinary, arts, and hospitality. The program is born out of the belief that every human being, regardless of their past, has the right to a fair and equal future, Krostakowski said.
Well, I guess it looks like they're trying to help give them some skills. Guardian's a good skill, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're saying they're giving them all kinds of certification, which is all great, fine and dandy. It doesn't change anything I said.
Yeah, but there's a lot of restaurants out there now. A lot of places are probably doing that, giving people a second chance. Like a lot of people are opening their minds to that stuff, right? A lot still aren't, but there are still a lot of new places.
I haven't read any news articles about mass corporations changing their policies as far as that's concerned. So, I mean, mom and pop places, is that what you mean?
Yeah, but
maybe, but that doesn't really account for much of the economy in America these days. It really does. You need those big brands, you know. Like
all
McDonald's
right.
isn't going to hire these guys. You can't work at McDonald's, right? You know, you can't work at Panda Express. They're going to hire you.
All right.
Even if you do know how to cook all the different dishes, which they're not necessarily easy to cook. I mean,
I don't think this is going to go too much more. They do that. Do they get time off? I wonder. Probably not. But just a skill. But it's still good to know that. Even just get on your own to learn how to cook at home, right? Like.
I mean, I guess as long as it's all voluntary. Oh wait, it's not.
Right. It's not. Where does it say that? Where does it say that?
That's literally the thing I was saying. We abolish slavery except for prisoners.
Yes.
You can compel labor out of prison.
Again, so they.
You can compel
but again, they can either go work on it. This might be a course that they're willing to take, or something else. So.
Yeah, that's why I said if it's voluntary.
All right. Well, let's move on to our last story here. I don't know if there. Is there? I guess there probably is a lot. I guess is there lots? Okay.
I don't really know. No, they always lie about how far this goes down.
I was gonna say there's not too much more that you can get off this that they help out people. So.
We were halfway down really. So all this we didn't read.
We can, but again, it's stuff that I don't
you
think
clearly you clearly don't like my take.
No, it's
which is just how American prison systems work. I also have an example of a guy I went to college with who got certifications to do what I do and was still denied employment because of his felony record everywhere he applied. He's not doing what I do now. He's doing something else.
That's unfortunate.
Even though he got all the certifications and everyone was telling him, hey, you get this, you do this, you get the COBOL 2 years, at least a B, it's all you need. He went in for the interview and then they said, well, actually, no. So, you know, I watched it firsthand for a guy too. I watched him work the 2 years to get it. He worked through college with me.
Yeah, and
he told me he made meth in a bathtub. Yeah, but he was trying to start his life over as a software developer, and he was damn good. He was good at the actual, coding. A little weird. He had a Twitch that he did, but yeah, that's
maybe from the meth.
Even if he didn't take it, he cooked it. So like he was always breathing it. And stuff.
Like maybe that's where the Twitch is from.
Anyways, so I don't even remember his name, so I can't even accidentally say his name or anything. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Good luck to you if you're out there and watching this somehow. It's crazy. You got this one? You found this.
Yeah,
one.
I got the last
Kiev
one.
Post.
Got the last two.
All right. Well, this is Kiev Post, Ukraine's global voice, communication, and news. Russian skyscrapers hit by drones. Civilian casualties reported. Drones hit new high-rise buildings in Engels and Saratov, Russia, when likely targeting military sites. One woman is understood to be in critical condition.
Yeah. I saw the video. What looked like a plane went flying right into the building. Now it's reviews away, but yeah.
So why would you put a high-rise at a military site?
It's not at a military site, so.
But it said when likely targeting military
Well, likely
sites.
maybe they shot mistargeted. Maybe they did something, but let's look into it. So like it did go in the building, didn't do too much damage, but enough damage.
3, 4, maybe 5 floors took some damage.
Yeah. With only one person being injured, that's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like, especially if that's a residential apartment.
Wait, it says casualties.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they're wrong. Casualties, because right below it says one woman understood.
Dead and one person in critical condition.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure nobody died, but
it says there's casualties.
Maybe the freaking person's Ukrainian and the freaking Google Translate didn't do good enough. Okay, so.
Well.
In the early hours of Monday, August 26th, drones struck high-rise buildings in Russia city of Saratov and across Volga River in Engels, according to the governor of Saratov Oblast. Okay, one person sustained serious injuries in the attack. So yeah, like that's.
I don't understand why it said Oblast.
Oblast, I don't know. A woman was hospitalized in critical condition. Doctors are fighting to save her life. Someone wrote on the Telegram channel. A video published by local news outlet shows drones hitting the high-rise buildings. However, the Kremlin claims that all drones were shot down by air defense systems, with only debris hitting the building. Well, I saw what looked like a full drone. Like,
don't we literally see it here? I mean,
I don't know. Like,
I'm supposed to believe all that damage is debris. I don't know. I guess I did see a clip.
Yeah, a plane takes out a whole building. We all know that. Oh wait, never mind. Ooh.
According to an analyst from the Russian publication Agentstvo, the strikes were not caused by debris from drones shot down by air defense. However, this doesn't mean the high-rise buildings were the intended targets. So these are the guys saying, no. Oh, you've got a video.
Okay, viewer discretion is advised.
Well, yeah, because I'm not sure what this looks like. So this is
1 second.
a thing hitting a building.
I gotta go to the right thing because apparently I don't know how to do this properly. Let me go here, here, and boom. Okay. Here it is. It's not a very long video. But like, I remember that feeling. I remember that feeling from 25 years ago, 24 years ago. That's a full drone. That's a full-ass plane. Right there, right? It almost looks like a small engine plane. So that wasn't debris, but to each their own, I guess. But
well, they would be saying that their intercepting missile hit it very close to the building. So of course you see the drone in the footage. But do you see a missile in the footage? That's what I don't see. I don't see any missiles.
I don't see any missiles.
Would be intercepting it, and that's what they're trying to claim is that they shot it down with anti-air defense.
The only thing I can think of is if maybe they did
I don't see
the only thing I can see is a shot. One of those missiles went off. The defense system went off, making the drone get confused and head for that target. Really. So maybe the missile made it change its guide. But we're back on you now, so let's.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that we don't see anything in the sky except the one thing is like, that's all I'm going to go off of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what my eyes are showing me. So anyways, in both cases, the strikes hit new buildings that may not have been marked on the maps used by Ukrainian forces. Judging by the drone's flight paths, their real targets may have been Engels 2 Air Base, where strategic bombers are stationed, or a military plant in Saratov, writes Agents Phil. So yeah, these two places, Engels and Saratov, they literally are places with military targets. So
Yeah.
My question of why are you building a high-rise in such a place is a pretty.
But again, how far though? Like, is it 50 miles away? How far? Like, it could just bet these new towers, and the drone didn't realize.
4.5 kilometers from the impact site.
Which is like 10 miles, so. Or 2. I forget how that works. I think 10 miles, yeah. Alright, video posted on Telegram channel shows the drone strike. Yeah, we just saw that. But yeah, I don't.
And that was built and completed in 2021. So they're saying that Ukraine hasn't updated their maps in 3 years.
Could be true. Maybe they don't.
Maybe, but like.
Seems kind of weird.
No.
I would hope that they didn't mean to attack that.
What?
I'd hope they wouldn't mean to attack a civilian building like that, right?
That's the only thing. Like, saying that they know about those buildings means that they intended to hit those buildings. And there's not a use in hitting those buildings. You would want to hit the strategic bombers or the military plant. So that's what you.
And not defending any sides here, but the casualties of civilians have been pretty low compared to some other wars. Not that it's been good, but the war has been. Both sides have been pretty decent at trying to keep the casualties low of civilians.
Yeah. So the other one was 3.5 kilometers. So
okay.
It's 4.5 from one.
So yeah, about 8 to 10 miles each.
So,
right.
I mean, I don't know how accurate drones are. I thought drones were pretty fucking accurate.
I thought so too. You know, like if my phone could tell me exactly where it is, I think you think the drone, which is a few $1 million more, would. But you know.
So it says last night, Kiev allegedly launched 20 drones over Russian territory, and all drones were destroyed by air defense forces. A whole bunch of different towns.
So why? So if if the drones are just getting blown up, like what is the point of this? You know?
But I don't think they're all getting blown up. We just watched footage.
So they're all lying. They just don't want to admit that they're.
No, Russia's never gonna admit they took a hit, right? It's Russia.
I don't know. It would give, it would give
here,
Russia more reason to go back stronger. Than they're like they hit us and kill our own, hit us like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like,
did any of my drones hit you? He's gonna be like, no. No one hits me. I dodge you can't hit me. My military's stronger than you. I hit you. It's nonsense, but it's strongman nonsense that you expect from a Putin guy, or from Putin himself even. Apparently, we've got Belgorod Oblast Governor Vladisław Gladkov. Holy cow, that man. Reported on Telegram channel that 2 FPV drones attacked a car on the road between two people. 2 civilians were injured in the attack, according to him. A man and a 17-year-old girl suffered blast injuries, concussion, and shrapnel wounds. Well, is this a different incident?
Yeah, this is the same incident, just 2 drones crashed.
This is another incident of, they said 2 drones and they said they were all destroyed, but then this guy's like, well, no, we have these 2 people who were hurt by one.
Yeah.
So obviously weren't all taken down.
And then the one person in the hospital, in the building as well, right? So.
Yeah. I think that's the article. So, I mean, and obviously at this time, they're at war, so Russia doesn't want to make it seem like Ukraine is making any progress, even though, I don't know, were we on the air when we talked about how Ukraine has been making invasions into Russia?
We were talking about that before.
Was that premature?
We
were talking about that. They have made an offensive push. It's not a huge one.
No. And they did attack a whole bunch of bridges and stuff. And
yeah, and bridges are fair targets. I mean, that's a try.
But yeah, like I really hope that, I guess we'll never know anyway. But I really hope that they didn't. They ought to come out and say no, we didn't. Like that doesn't look like a big enough. Because if they wanted to take it on a building, they probably would do it properly. So I'm pretty confident that was a mistake. It seemed like they were probably going for something else, and they fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it got shot down, and the damage...
Someone was neglect.
Doesn't seem like that was useful for military purposes.
No,
They hurt someone, they hurt one person, but it wasn't a military person.
Now you probably know more of this about me, but, like, freaking the Oklahoma bombing was bigger than that, you know? Back in 97 I think it was. So.
What was that dude's name? Is that McVeigh?
I don't remember. I remember. No, the funny thing is, not the funny thing is, but I remember seeing it on TV. What year was that? I don't remember what year. 97, 96?
1995 for the Oakland.
95. So yeah, I was 7 years old, and I remember seeing that on the TV and stuff. The helicopter flying around, showing the side of the building.
I would have been 8 years old.
Yeah.
It was April 19th.
Yeah, right after your birthday. Huh.
And yeah, it was McVeigh. Outside the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building, downtown Oklahoma City. Yeah, crazy. It's literally been my whole life America's been this way. It's
Yeah. But yeah.
Columbine happened while I was in high school.
Yeah, I remember that too. I can tell you a story offline, but how Columbine got me almost arrested when I was in grade 5. But way in Canada on top of it too. That's how.
To tune in to our
like,
Patreon to find out.
Yeah. Oh my God, the cops showed up at my house. The Royal Canadian Police, Mountain Police, showed up at my house because of it.
That's spicy.
It is.
Spicy.
No, I know. Okay, you know what? I'll tell it. It's not that big of a story. So this is just right after Columbine. I was in grade 5 at the school in Airdrie. And there was an episode of The Simpsons the night before where they made a new Mega Mall. And they all thought they were gonna die, so they all go outside the Mega Mall. And there's a bright light, and then it says the end is now, the time is here, and it says for low prices. But I just took that first part of the quote, "The end is near, the time is now," and I wrote it down and I left it on my desk. Oh my God!
That's sort of a
First of all, and on top of that, there was some now mind you, I'm in grade 12. I mean, I'm 12 years old. Grade 5, maybe 11, right? I don't know how old I am. And I made a joke saying that I knew how to build a bomb. Okay.
That's not a joke.
First of all, this is just after Columbine, and yes, it was a joke.
Definitely not a joke.
But we didn't know though. But anyway, if they saw my science marks, they knew I ain't building no bomb. They know I'm not that smart. They know I'm not gonna do this. But yeah, they had the RCMP come to my house. RCMP knocked on my door. Said, "Hey, sir." They went to my mom, actually. Said, "We have reports of your son building a bomb." My mom was like, "What?" They're like, "We know he's not building a bomb." So they just walked away. They didn't even search the house or anything. But they had to come to the house.
What if you were? Shouldn't they have searched?
They took one look at me and be like, "He ain't building a bomb." You know, trust me. Look at me.
You can't judge.
So,
you can't judge.
oh, you can judge. Trust me.
How?
So look at me.
How can you judge?
Look at me.
You saying you don't look like any serial killer?
No. So
you can sit there and say you don't look like any serial
yeah,
killer.
I can.
Have you looked at them all? Have you looked at what Timothy McVeigh looks like?
No.
But then how can you be so confident?
Anyway, if you haven't already,
I
please.
Googled him.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
We gotta wrap up the show.
How old are you?
Doesn't matter.
How old is Timothy? Hold on. You look, dude.
But if you haven't already,
You're not him.
please hit that subscribe button. We like to. The more you follow, the more subscribers, the better we can do with the show. Gives us more and better ideas as well. And if you want to be on the show, you can drop us a line. Shoot us an email. Give us some information. Just tell us who you are, what you want to talk about. You do have to check your junk mail or message me on X because it goes to your junk mail and nobody ever gets it. But yeah, give us a shoot us a message. We like to have you on. Different opinions. Come on, join us.
Yeah, I always have to check mine too. Even for my important stuff like password resets, I still have to check my junk mail. I just go to all inboxes. It's just stuff goes to the wrong freaking place. I don't know. We do like to always end our show with a little awareness about mental health. We have a place here on borderlinebench.com. Click. It's up here. It says it's okay not to be okay. Where we have a few hotlines that can give you someone to chit chat with or banter with, and have somebody available to you already somewhere in your life. You're not alone. Lots of people out there just willing and ready to talk. You know. And,
cool.
We try to take that seriously here. We cover a lot of heavy topics, so we always try to make sure we end our show with a positive note. Look out for your fellow human being.
Well, thank you, Dustin. I hope you have a good night.
They look like Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah. Hope you have a good night. We will be back on Wednesday for a new episode. Yeah, enjoy. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, a UK thing.